for the episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Dingbat District Podcast. We've got another returning guest, another fan favorite, another Blake favorite. We've got the very funny Shahyan Jahani, and I said his name right this time.
Yeah, no, you did. But also, am I the favorite because we did that? The things we were searching that were like so scary.
That was what Blake.
I still
think
about that costume.
Just the first thing he brought up was the Coco Melon Coco film.
Yeah.
He murdered someone in that house.
It's ironic that you guys would bring me back around Halloween time.
Yeah.
So
well,
let's call it baptism. No,
get on in here. We have a bit today.
Coco, come in, please.
Oh God. Blake, if you were any sort of producer, that would have happened. I'm not calling you not, but if that would have happened, I would have, you would have had me live on camera.
Yeah.
And I would have left it in.
You would have, this is early in the podcast to leave it in.
Yeah,
you have a trash can right there.
I do. And it's funny, I've never seen someone that shot what empty they had and missed that trash can. I think it's magical. I think that's a magical trash can.
Okay.
Yeah, just from that, I mean, it's close and it's easy, but someone's got to miss.
Yeah.
No one's missed. Something about this room is actually magic.
It's just a hot hand.
Yeah. It's like walking into well, no one's seen the movie Megalopolis. I still can't say
Megalopolis.
Megalopolis.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
No, I know, but why can't we say it?
It's something I can't do.
Why can I say
Megaopolis.
Megaopolis.
That
was it.
It up again. Megaopolis.
Wait, is that movie? Do you think it's good? It's been getting like a lot of good.
So I've seen, not to cut you off, but I've seen like nothing but hate for it, really. But I was talking about it on the last episode. I actually had started to like the movie, even though I went in not wanting to like it.
Okay.
But the fact that I knew that Francis Ford Coppola said that he made that movie for himself prior, it made me like the movie more.
Okay.
It just seemed like it needed to be like a 4-hour movie.
Oh, it needed to be longer.
Yeah, if he had enough time to it was so crazy and out there that it needed more time.
Oh, wow.
The whole synopsis of it is it's a fable based around the third fall of the Roman Empire, but the Roman Empire is New York now, basically.
Okay.
And Shia LaBeouf in it is fucking awesome. His character is a wackadoo, but Shia did it perfectly.
Oh, wow.
At some point, he's getting fingered in the butt while wearing a lady's dress.
Uh-huh.
And he's got I brought this up in the last one. He's got Latino tattooed eyebrows the whole time. I don't know. I have no idea, but I couldn't stop looking at Shia. It was like a car crash.
I didn't even know he was in the film. He's not billed high on the thing, is it?
It's a completely star-studded cast.
Damn.
And you get to see Aubrey Plaza's boobs. It's a whole thing. It's a whole to-do.
And it should be longer.
It should really be longer.
I saw the Saturday Night Live movie. That was good.
I just saw that.
That was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
J.K. Simmons and Willem Dafoe randomly being in it. That was great. Those were
oh, really? They were in it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I saw the promo for it while watching the movie. I can't say, and it looked good.
Yeah,
I do like that they're starting to switch kind of to that frame of. Because I went to go watch Air, and I liked Air because it had nothing to do with Michael Jordan, kind of.
Okay.
At one point, you see his silhouette at the end of the movie, but the whole movie is really based around Michael Jordan's mom and the business aspect of Nike, starting. And I feel like if they brought in Michael Jordan to that movie, it would have been lame because now you're just watching.
On the nose, yeah. Okay.
But it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon as the guy that started. I can't remember his real name. Phil something. Phil
Knight.
Phil Knight,
yeah.
And whoever Matt Damon played. But he was the talent searcher. He was the one that found Jordan and said Nike has to rep that guy.
Yeah.
And it's just going back and forth between those two dudes. And Brian Posehn played the guy that made the shoe. I love Brian Posehn. Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
I was so happy. And
he's come to Hyenas a handful of times.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool. He also had a hair lip, which he did perfectly. I don't know how, or a mush mouth. I don't know what it is, but he did so good in that movie.
I see that movie. Is that new, relatively?
Relatively new, but it's out on a lot of things because again, a lot of people didn't like it because Michael Jordan wasn't in it.
It was an Amazon movie. That's what it was. It was an Amazon movie that they tried to release in theaters to see if they can make money off of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was kind of backwards.
Didn't really work.
Yeah. I went and saw it in the movie and it was fun, but it's also one of those movies where you really don't need the movie theater appeal.
I mean, yeah. You didn't need it for Saturday Night Live.
No, it was kind of like watching not a nice, but a done up 60 Minutes kind of feel.
Done up 60 minutes.
Yeah, but
Put
to
lipstick on a pig.
spray gold.
Wait, what?
Have you ever heard that? Like it's at the end of the day, you're just spray painting a turd gold.
As like it's like symbolically as your life.
Lipstick on a pig.
Oh yeah.
Like that same vein.
Oh, like on the same vein, yeah.
Yeah. You're putting a tiara on a pig.
Yeah.
My uncle told me that one time. She's like, she's really nice. He's like, you're just putting a tiara on a pig.
Also, it's just fun to make those up and try to sell them to people. Be like,
It's some of those things where they just go along with it.
yeah, it's like putting a pinky ring on a lizard. And they're just like, is that a one? And you're like, yeah.
It is now. Like, I don't know if you were around when Drake and Josh was on TV and watching that, but they just said pip pip to doodly doo, and it literally means nothing, but I said it for probably 6 to 8 years of my life.
Yeah, dude, it's fixed in your brain. There's still probably things that are still like clanging around up here that I'm like, from when I was a kid.
I had, did you ever text a teacher you used to have?
What do you mean?
Like I had one really cool teacher in high school, and I texted him after the fact, and she was like, "Hey man, I just wanted to let you know, like you were a really good teacher, and most of my friend group still talks about you in a good, positive fashion."
Yeah.
Because he quit teaching after our class because a lot of happened.
There's like one teacher that I still keep in contact with.
Yeah. So like, but I was telling him like, when I was talking to him, I was texting him like, I hate history in most facets. But there are things that I didn't realize that I learned that you taught me, but I just rattle out like a Manchurian candidate.
Yeah.
Like there are just things lodged up there because he was actually a good teacher.
Yeah.
But it's just like random history facts from him and then just autistic one-lines from a TV show that no one ever saw.
Well, I mean, don't you also do you like history though? Do you like geek out on history?
I
like
geek out on different history.
Boy.
Ooh. So this is something you might love. Have you ever heard of the massacre at Myanmar?
I feel like I have, but give me the story.
Okay, so Blake, will you look this up while I'm explaining it? So
It's
during
the massacre at Myanmar.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
What time period was this?
The end of World War I. It's the Japanese had built a base on this island, and they were about to get raided by the Allies soldiers, and they had built the base on the perimeter of this island because, even though it's not supposed to work like that, the middle of this island is a full-on swamp consumed with alligators. There's 500 alligators in the middle of this small island.
And they're just hanging out.
Yeah, so their base has to be on the outside of the island.
Okay.
And they get up. Like it's almost like a different Normandy invasion that a lot of people don't know about.
Okay.
And the British invade on these Japanese soldiers to just kill the base, just kill communism.
Okay.
They knew there was a bunch of German population. Oh, and there was prisoners there. They kept prisoners at this island.
Is this it?
The My Lai massacre committed.
No, that's not it.
Brutally. No, okay. Oh God, no. I kept reading. That's terrifying.
That's way worse.
No. Wait, different massacre. Different massacre.
Oh God, that was just a full-on hot water burn baby moment. Oh my God.
What the what is this?
I don't know. The Vietnam War, American soldiers were brutally killed unarmed
was
civilians.
a war crime committed by United States Army personnel in 1968 during the Vietnam War. American soldiers were brutally... Oh my God. This is not okay. How is this not bigger news? What the fuck?
Typing in the word massacre is a problem. Like, just in general, if you type in that word, you're going to...
This sucks. I didn't know we did all that.
Good God. So this is a whole other thing. Oh, the My Lai massacre.
We should have never been there.
I blame this on you. It's 100% your fault.
Can you please find the correct massacre?
Okay, so Blake, I'm gonna try and do my best to spell it. I believe it's
and
Myanmar.
I'm sure if you got that far, Myanmar. So, what your summary of Myanmar?
Not summary of Myanmar. And then type in alligators. That might help it get there. Yeah. But, okay, so they're invading this Japanese base. The Japanese just decide to retreat instead of fighting all the Allied soldiers. They run into the middle of this island trying to get away from all the soldiers.
Okay.
And every Japanese soldier was either shot in the back of the head or eaten alive by an alligator or a crocodile.
Okay. Please make the distinction between the two.
It's a big difference. Someone's going to get in the comments at me about that.
Yeah.
No one's gonna get in the comments.
No one's gonna get, not maybe about the last thing we were just looking at. I think I'd imagine some people will have a thing or two to say about that.
Yeah. So 1945, as part of the Pacific War during the World War II, Allied forces pinned down.
Allied forces was World War II.
I didn't pay attention in the beginning parts of history. Towards the end, when
you were just showing your history teacher so much love.
U.S. history, I got that down.
Okay, all right. Cool.
A little bit, not really. The Allied forces pinned down 1,000 Japanese soldiers in a mangrove swamp off the coast of Burma, now Myanmar. Only 20 Japanese soldiers made it out alive.
Jesus Christ.
The rest were reportedly eaten alive by hordes of prehistoric-looking saltwater crocodiles.
Well, do they have pictures of these prehistoric saltwater? They had cameras back then.
Ooh, that is possible.
Oh.
No way. That's fun. That's dude.
That's a John Wayne movie for sure.
No.
That's like Sansa Iwo Jima.
Okay, first off, this picture doesn't even make sense. It's a hilarious Photoshop. But where is the rest of the fucking alligator? And those guys, this is not a real picture, and it's painfully obvious. But some dumb fuck is gonna see that and be like, "Yo, did you know that there were alligators on D-Day or some shit like that?" Like,
I mean, there's still a good chance that this could happen to me. Just like we find out that the massacre at Myanmar was just fake.
Alligator was submerged in sand. Like that's not how alligators do things.
He looks like he was giving them a send off to war. Like he was like saluting them.
Yeah, he's like clapping his two hands.
So I remembered I watched a YouTube the dude that did. Oh, who did all the old history videos back then? Blake, would you remember? You were on my time in class. It was called like Crash Out or Crash. No. Oh, Crash Course. His name is Seth Green, and now he's a comic.
Seth Green has always been a comic.
Well, okay, then I didn't realize that. He's been my tutor through a lot of subjects in history for a long time.
What show? Crash Course?
Crash Course. It's a YouTube
cool.
educational channel.
Oh.
He just dumbs it down for dumb people.
Oh, yeah. I've seen stuff like this. Yeah, there are a lot of channels like this, and I watch some of them. They're cool. They like distill like one of them is just like the history of everything. It's like a 20-minute video.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, this is like the gist of how the universe started. They just
this thing happened.
They gloss over a lot. And they're like, there's like millennia that they just like they're like, and then like dinosaurs and other animals, and then like
and then 10,000 years happened, but we don't need to talk about that. Like, how could we not need to talk about that?
Yeah, and it's very like cartoony, but it's not. I don't know. I don't feel like it's exactly for kids. I feel like maybe some like older kids could watch it, like high school, maybe even like middle school age kids, but like. It's not like Bluey. They're not like making it cute.
Yeah.
Because there are some ones that are like on some of the channels that I follow that are just like, is life a continuous meaningless loop? And it like talks about some theory from some like physicist. It's just like
I can't do that right now. Man.
Yeah. It's like the most like dystopian this is what would happen if we all hit all of our nuclear warheads all at once or something like that. And I was like, why did you guys make this video? Like
I wasn't even thinking about that today. Now I am.
I wasn't worrying about it until now. Yeah. Yeah, these are videos that you like. I'm not like watching these during the day to like.
You're watching it at night right before you go to bed.
This is I ate an edible and I need something soothing and kind of interesting.
Yeah.
To keep this is my vein of like. I also learned a lot about Vikings when I got really high one time.
Yeah.
Shout out to what used to be the History Hyenas podcast with Chrissy D and Giannis Pappas. It used to be so fun because they're very funny and they just know a lot about history for no reason. But they were technically the first to ever use biological warfare because in the poop deck of Viking ships would be all the dead bodies that had died during their sailing period. So they let all the dead bodies accumulate rats and everything down there.
Yeah.
The rats would eat the decomposing bodies, be then toxic. Once they would board where they were going to raid, they would just let all the rats out onto the thing and light their tail on fire. So they were sprinting into town biting people because they were on fire.
Yeah.
And then 3 days later, the Vikings would come off the ship after partying and then just kind of like lightly stab one person and then take over the country.
What were people like just incredibly sick or something from the rats? Or?
Yeah, because they just like gave them.
So like that was like the first instance of biological warfare, is what you're saying?
Yeah. So they would
That's
just
wild.
Whatever that toxin is, dead people poison, whatever that is, that would just kill everyone
dead
else.
Juice.
Yeah.
Dead guy juice. Yeah. We all know.
They would use dead guy juice, and they
Yeah.
would just spread it around town.
It's like ooze for the Ninja Turtles. Yeah.
This is what happens when you watch Crash Course. You just get dead guy juice
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
kill 100 people.
Yeah. These possessed rats. After they're zombie rats now.
Yeah, I mean, Nazi zombies too. Call of Duty made a whole thing off of it.
They did, yeah.
And oh damn it, I just had something, but I forgot it already. But, you know, like,
What are the best ones on this thing? Oh, this is like their own website.
I do remember this helped me get through the beginning of economics before I understood what was going on. There was one I probably watched 8 times in a row until I understood economics.
Damn. Economics, like just very high level.
Yeah, I didn't belong in the classes, but I was taking AP classes so I could take the AP test, so I didn't have to take the state final tests and fail and possibly fail and have to repeat the year.
Nice.
Because if you take the AP test and fail that, doesn't matter. You can just pass the year, which happened a lot. I only passed 3 AP tests out of 7.
3 out of 7? That's pretty good. I mean, that's okay.
Well, you need to get a 3. So basically, like a 3 out of 5, and I was getting like 2s and 1s.
Pass?
Always English.
Yeah.
I couldn't write back then at all, and now
bad.
I'm in stand-up, which sucks.
I mean, I'm not a good writer, but they, English, all English, always. History, I think I like squeaked by maybe on that.
Yeah, the history one, it was always...
That was memorization.
It was memorization and contextualization, and I had no idea how to say, like, what the Industrial Revolution did towards now. Like, I had no idea what I ate for breakfast that morning. I can't tell you.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like a lot of those were, like, pretty subjective. You could say whatever, and as long as your idea, like, tracked and was coherent, then they'd be like, oh, okay, cool.
Right. And then, well, those were what they gave you to start off, and then it would be something like, well, the textile mill was built in 1914. Why is the sky blue? And you're like, and then what would happen is I would get so frustrated and turned off.
That your history teacher was just on shrooms.
No, but my English teacher was our sophomore year. Jordan Tate. I will never forget this man. We were reading Hamlet in his class. So that was like sophomore year's big thing you did was read Hamlet and do a project on that. And we were reading it during the class, and there's a scene in Hamlet where someone's hallucinating, and then they believe that someone else is hallucinating and seeing the same thing as the person hallucinating as well. And then there was a person in our class that asked probably a pretty good question. And then the teacher just goes, nah, imagine it like this, man. Like, imagine if I gave you acid, and then I gave him acid, and then if I gave everyone else in the class acid, we wouldn't all see the little green men that I see. We were like, what, Tate?
What grade were y'all in?
Sophomore year, so 10th.
Okay, so like you guys understand the reference. That's actually not a bad analogy.
He was a great teacher.
It's an unconventional way to do it, but like
I understand Hamlet now.
Yeah.
He talked about drugs, and I get it.
Well, you understand that like scene of the hallucination. Yeah. Like you're not going to see the same thing as everybody else. That's wild. Yeah, he's right.
I did also always have a thing for like Shakespearean stuff. I did always like that because at a certain point from just watching too many movies, I realized everything is just Shakespearean in a different way. Someone told me that like the other day, She's All That is a Shakespearean story. I was like, it probably is, but I just don't care to know what it is.
If you're thinking of like classic love stories, it could, because like, or like story arcs for like love stories or something. Because that's like where they originate, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Right. I mean, like Grease, then West Side Story. I mean, basically every musical is almost
10 Things I Hate About You too.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other thing because I love it when they do it in different ways. Like we were talking about earlier, I love when they did Oh Brother, Where Art Thou was based on the Odyssey. And I love both, and I didn't realize until I watched it the first time, loved that movie, watched it the first time knowing it's based on the Odyssey, loved it in a different vein.
Oh, wow. So it like meant more to you after that?
Yeah, so like you can see the similarities in what they're going for. Like the thing I loved was John Goodman played the Cyclops from the Odyssey story. And after I saw that, I couldn't remember what they did to John Goodman that made him the Cyclops, other than he was just big. He was just large. And then halfway through his scene, he gets poked in the eye, and he has to have an eye patch over.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it was something as dumb as that just made the reference happen, and I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
I just love being stupid and then being told after watching again. You're like, oh, yeah.
Oh, damn, there's the reference. Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
There was weird shit like that, or like, I mean, you've probably seen the movie Cars.
The animated movie?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I have.
I didn't know that was a Shakespeare.
No, but I'm getting to a point, you jackass. There's a scene in that where there's two fangirls of the main car, basically, and it's their older, like 1990s model Pontiacs.
Yeah.
So they have flip-up lights, and at one point they flash their blinkers at lightning, and I watched that at 6, and I was like, that's funny. And then I watched that at like 16, and I was like, oh, those are tits. Holy shit, dude! I didn't even
know
think
at
about
6 that they were tits.
like 6 years old. No,
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
You didn't?
No, I just thought it was like they were showing him like affection.
I would have known immediately.
Yeah, but I'm stupid. This is the Dingbat district for a reason.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
I at least know what I am, and that's not much.
When I was 6, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's okay, cool. And then the exact same age, I'd have been like, okay, tits. Got it.
Yeah, I mean, once that becomes what you're thinking, I really think it was just what I was thinking about at that moment, so I just make everything tits when they're tits.
Sure.
Why not?
Who doesn't?
Let's go back into bad fat tits, Blake. Why not?
Oh, boy.
No, we're not doing that.
If no, you don't want to cut out 45 minutes again?
No, I don't want to cut out 45 minutes of the episode.
You have to watch 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, well, at this point, we've finally had to trash our first episode, so now we could just trash things all the time.
How long? If you had to cut 45 minutes of an episode and you still got a full episode out of Casey, how long
it ended up
was
being
the
like
episode?
It was like probably 2 hours in total, but ended up being like an hour 15.
Okay, gotcha.
So it ended up being perfect after we took out us just being animals.
Yeah. It was crazy how well it worked. And like they took a break to go get more booze. So like that break, that buffer, they came back and then started talking about the tits. Oh, so it was just so easy to. It was probably one of the easier edits I've had to do.
He just took it to the break and was just like, no, fuck this.
Yeah, he was just sitting in there with his head in his hands, just like, Jesus Christ, these
talk about something
idiots.
else,
please. We need to start the episode.
I need to go back and watch that because I didn't even watch it. I was just like, fuck it.
Oh, he just knew where the edit was.
Yeah.
I just want to watch stuff like that. So like when I get bored of TV, like what have we not shown to the world, and what has Blake saved my life with taking out?
You want to see the cuts?
I want to see the cuts.
You want to watch the cuts?
I want to see the one episode with the one person that I'm not going to name where we were accidentally saying a slur the whole time without knowing it was a slur. And then we looked it up. We were like, oh, no.
You aired the whole episode.
Yeah, they just walked in and said, isn't this a funny word? And I'm like, that is a funny word.
Yeah.
And then we just kept calling each other that word the whole time.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It sucks for me when something like that happens because I literally have to go through the whole episode and like find those fucking words.
Yeah. We did stop. It was a wave of when that word would come back, and then we would stop again.
No.
So it was like peppered throughout the whole episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough. Yeah,
it's an early one, I bet.
I'm gonna give you a Christmas bonus for that one. I'm sorry, but I'm just glad we looked up the meaning of that word before that episode came out, because that was an emergency text to Blake. I was like, I'm gonna do one last check to make sure this word is at least okay. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, no. It's a really bad one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one was fun. It's been a reoccurring thing where I just plead ignorantly blissful.
Yeah, and then you Google it later and you're like, we can't air that episode.
Arrogance is bad. Arrogance is the worst thing in the world. Ignorance, I literally don't know, and I'm pleading dumb.
Yes. I was trying to think if there's like, I don't know. My brain's lost.
Yeah, that's what I do. I bring you down to my level is the problem.
Yeah, this. I think it's this room.
It's the lights. Yeah. It was the things beforehand.
Because it wasn't until they walked in when they started using the slur. They were just like, "Oh, I feel comfortable saying slurs in here." You built an environment that lets people be their uninhibited selves. You put a couple Kill Bill things on the wall, and sure, people are gonna go hog wild.
Yeah, and then there's also Louis C.K.
Where is he at?
Just over here.
Oh yeah, just at the comedy store.
Yeah, just quietly peppering the slurs. That's what it is. You bring some boobs, and then bring like one like Don Rickles and Kill Bill thing.
I think you've mentioned all of these films to me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Tarantino, Django. Well, no, you didn't say nothing about Tom Segura or boobs. Well, you did say boobs.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I did say. Yeah. Damn, I'm unoriginal.
The man likes what he likes.
Oh, so looking at that picture now, we were talking about how we were both alcoholics.
Oh, cool.
How was there a certain thing that made you come back from like did you have your falling from grace moment? Like you said all of your criminal arrests are alcohol related.
Yeah.
What can we ask what they were?
I mean, from like pre like all the MI whatevers you can get, like MIP, MIC. I mean, most kids have gotten that. Like if you've been busted at a party, you've for sure gotten an MIC, but those are like slap on the wrist. So I mean, several of those, and then both like in like late 20s were both DUI. So it was DUI 1 and 2, and one was the second one was the cause was like a wreck, but like no one got hurt.
Right.
So, yeah.
Did we bring up that the first one was from an Applebee's? Was that how we got onto Applebee's in that first podcast with Shree?
Fuck. No, I wasn't leaving an Applebee's.
No, you're talking about that single mom that was drinking.
Oh God!
God, with the kid.
Yeah. I still remember that.
That's something you don't forget.
No, dude, that shook me because I don't remember why that I was like so taken aback. I was like, this kid, his life sucks. I wonder what he's up to now. Fuck, that'd be cool.
He's probably pretty driven, but has no love in his life.
Or like I just caught him on a bad day. What if I just gave that mom a benefit of the doubt? Like she was just truly like on the phone with a friend, I guess drinking a whole bottle of Chardonnay at a restaurant with her child.
It sounds good when you start to say it. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt, and then each thing you say after that is just evidence.
Nukes it after that. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, she was a bad person.
Just gets progressively worse.
Even if that is once, that's something that kid remembers forever. Like there was this one time, my mom, she drank an entire bottle of wine, and then at 5 years old, I learned how to drive home.
I don't think Applebee's recorks wine either. I don't think you can like take it home. I think they're just like, we need you to finish it here. Yeah. we don't want you to.
Well, or you can stop. You're like, I'm not stopping.
No, don't give it back. Like
it was $20. $20? No, I'm finishing.
Can you watch my kid? Like,
you got a daycare service, right? Like, nah, this is a Cheddar's, sir.
If anywhere needs a playpen, it's a fucking Applebee's.
Oh God, I haven't thought about a playpen in a long time. I used to just live in a McDonald's playpen.
Oh yeah, dude, we all did.
They're
so gross.
Did you ever
have any idea how many kids just straight up like diarrheaed their pants in there?
All of them. All of them. Like I'm trying to think of a moment because I'm trying to give myself the benefit of the doubt in the situation and say I did.
Yeah.
But I don't think I did. But
I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I don't get sick very often. It's because I've just been subjected to these cesspools.
I genuinely think I don't get sick anymore because I've just been sick ever since one thing.
Yeah.
And it's just a low undertone. Like one day I'll just die from, it'll be called like the ick.
Like an earworm. Yeah. Like something.
I do talk myself into thinking that there's just like a parasite in me every once in a while.
Is this like a RFK thing or?
No, it's more like I just have a lot of diarrhea. Like,
oh, that'd be a parasite down here.
Yeah, like a parasite down here.
Okay, like a tapeworm.
Yeah, but I almost don't want to know because then at that point, and then I got a tapeworm. Diet. I don't have to diet
he's
anymore.
He's got a friend.
Yeah.
don't play me.
I don't want to know because I don't want to have to learn to love something else inside me.
That is a constant reoccurring thing. I don't go to the doctor. I refuse to go to the doctor because as soon as you go, that's when you know.
Man, that's what Katie says. Or not, she doesn't really say that per se, but she's like, I don't want to go to the doctor because I don't want to be diagnosed. And I was like, okay, well then get used to having the problem then.
Yeah, right now, I don't have cancer. And right now, if I don't go to the doctor, I'll never have cancer for the rest of my life.
Yeah, but you'll like just randomly die one day after you get high because you'll like lose control of like the right side of your body because the cancer will have proliferated to your brain, and then they'll take you to the hospital and then they'll put you through a CAT scan and they'll be like, yo, you have really bad cancer.
I hope I'm on stage.
Did you have any indication? You're like, well, yeah, I had several lumps in several places. They're like, why didn't you get any of those checked out? Like, yeah, it's because if you go, you know, like that's
muscle knots, you know.
I drew googly eyes on them instead.
yeah. I didn't think these were anything. These are melanomas. Like you have cancer. It's all over your body. You're
not if I don't go.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's two ways to go.
Yeah, I mean, like everyone dies, so like
That's
I
true.
could either not know or not know.
Yeah, and also it's like kind of like if you beat it. So let's say you beat it, and then like you're constantly like looking over your shoulder for when it's going to happen again, type thing.
Well, I also think there's something to like. I've heard stories too of like someone having stage 4 cancer, and then they're just like stupidly saying like, "I'm gonna beat it," and everyone around is like, "No, it's stage 4 cancer. You didn't know until just now.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere. You're probably gonna die." He's like, "No, I'm gonna beat it," and then they beat it. I think like it's something as dumb as like manifesting or talking your body into thinking you can do it, or
no, I'm gonna beat it.
I'm gonna beat it, and then like those assholes always do it.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the good die young, and no one that's ever the good is like, "Nah, I'm fine."
Nah. Yeah. Trump gets brain cancer, and he's just like, I don't care.
Wow, you survived brain cancer. Wow. That was a big lump.
I didn't think I ever had it. Yeah.
I told the cancer to go away.
Yeah. I think the cancer was from the migrants.
I told you once, I told you again. I took a shot of bleach.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably from the Sudafed.
Yeah. Man, does he take a lot of Sudafed?
Yeah, did you ever see that picture?
No. What?
Look it up.
There's a big. There's
Was Trump sponsored by Sudafed or something?
Is Trump? Are you about to show me a picture of Trump reaching his hand into a cartoonishly huge bowl of Sudafed and just shoveling them into his mouth?
The fuck do you spell Sudafed?
The only thing that comes up when you Google it is Trump sues DOJ. Trump sues defamation. Trump sues
Deutsch.
DNC.
You gotta figure out what this is.
What the fuck?
Sue Deutsch.
Oh, this is just a German channel, dude.
Oh, you just accidentally typed a German word.
How did you even do that? That's not how you spell it.
Oh, you made it so much harder.
Yeah, it's exactly. Okay, cool. Oh, is it sprinkled in the taco bowl?
I don't know if that's the picture, but like there was like a picture they showed it on Rogan where he's just got like a cabinet full of Sudafed, just randomly in a presidential.
I mean, there could be that red box could be Sudafed, but like,
Right.
I can't, like if I saw that, I'd be like, okay, fine, he has Sudafed in his fucking drawer. I don't care.
He's an old man. He has a lot of pills.
I don't
bet.
give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, there. They've zoomed in on it there in that second, the middle one. Oh, not there.
No, but he's got tits. Hell
So,
yeah, Trump.
What is? Oh, is that a? That's funny. Go to the scroll up. It was out right before that one. Yeah, that one. They zoom in on it a little bit.
That just looks like a bunch of different things.
Yeah, okay. It's like. Oh, okay. I see it. Yeah, there's that big box of Sudafed. Okay, well, fine, great.
He's sick.
Yeah,
I remembered it as like a cabinet full of Sudafed, so.
It's a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's just the medicine drawer, which.
No, it's like a desk drawer of Sudafed. It's a very normal thing to have. I honestly probably had that in a drawer, like at my off, like when I sat in.
I have a cabinet full of a bunch of medicine, but I have Sudafed in there probably.
I'm sorry, guys.
What's weirder
you
is
let us down, Blake.
Yeah. This picture is still great, though. I mean, of him like thumbs upping the taco bowl. Wasn't he like trying to get the Mexican vote with this?
Wait, why is it? I love how it's also a sponsored ad for Sudafed somehow, and that's what the hyperlink is to Walmart Sudafed.
Oh boy!
But also, why was he
What's
posting about
Pence
a taco
up to
bowl?
nowadays, guys? I wonder what Pence is doing. I miss that guy.
So, like, what, was there I'm dumb and I don't know news at all.
Okay.
Was there a one thing that had Pence dropped from the thing?
Oh no!
Other than being a bad person?
Well, wait, like getting him dropped from the VP ticket?
Yeah.
No, it was probably just the insurrection that happened where they built a gallows to hang Pence, and when Trump was told this, he just goes, "Fuck him." It was probably him selling him down the river. I think that was the breath straw that broke the camel's back. I don't think Pence could really bounce back from that and be like, you know what, nah, he's an all right guy. I think
the guy that brought me in here, he's like,
Yeah, when I think it was right around the time when Trump's voluntarily just was like, "It's cool if y'all kill him, I don't care." I think that's what maybe pissed Pence off a little bit.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
It sounds like the first Austin Powers when he just had a full table full of people. He's like, does anyone not want to do this?
the chair goes, "I'm very badly burned."
I'm very badly burned. Can anyone bring any sort of medicine?
Yeah, dude. That's how JD Vance came around.
JD Vance's, what was his name? It was either like Fez or Mustafa. In that movie, Will Ferrell was a Persian killer.
Oh yeah. I remember he was Mustafa or something like that.
Yeah, he was wearing a fez. That's what it was.
Yeah. Wait, was there other stuff we needed to figure out about this massacre? We're like 4 tabs deep already.
I mean, we could go back to My Lay.
No, I don't want to go back to my lake.
I don't think anyone should go.
Yeah. That was a bad one.
In
Okay,
fact-
so basically the nuts and bolts of this one is that there were a bunch of Japanese soldiers. They're about to get like worked by the Allied forces. They got pushed into like this thing, and they either got shot or died because of
Yeah, so like it was something like 500 plus crocodiles were noted there.
I want to see the types of alligators because it said there was some like prehistoric breed.
Oh God, it said that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Right there, large reptile. The prehistoric holdovers can grow up to 20 feet in length and 2,000 pounds. That's pretty fucking big.
Oh my God,
dude! Alligators at a base are huge.
Just hearing that description, I'm kind of wondering if that first picture we saw just maybe is a little possibly more real.
Maybe.
If that was just actually a real picture of that.
That was a alligator that was buried as a goof. He buried half of himself in the sand to say goodbye to the troops. Yeah.
Speaking of jacked animals.
Oh yeah. Let's after this, let's look up what Pence is doing now, and then we'll go jacked animals.
Yeah, what is Pence doing? Like, what happens after that? What was he? Was he a senator prior to being a vice president?
Let's see what he's up to now. So he is.
Is he gay yet?
Not that he's willing to admit. Born in Columbus, Indiana. What are you doing now, you jackalope?
You might as well just scroll down.
Yeah. Well, just go to the very last sentence. Pence
See if
is
anyone's keeping up.
ahead of the RNC. Pence released a statement saying,
The new GOP.
okay, so he's just kind of being boring.
He's a free agent at this point.
Fine.
Yeah.
Well,
fair enough.
Pence, get out of here, Pence. We're done with that.
I think we should just get rid of VPs in general. I mean, I also think we should get rid of the president. Yeah, but
what'd you have in mind? No, dude, go on.
to be, nothing seems to work.
That's fine, dude. This is an open forum, and this room brings out the best in people.
Jacked animals. And Larry Wheeler comes up
don't try to distract us with jacked animals. I'm trying to get Paxton to formulate a new government over here. He just. I don't think we need VPs or presidents for that matter. Okay, cool. Then what'd you have in mind? What'd you have in mind for the executive branch?
Well, at this point, I don't know what to say other than I'm just waiting for some sort of nuclear winter to happen.
Okay.
And then I'm just ready to figure out what to do from there.
You're certain you'll survive the nuclear winter?
No, not at all. I'm just ready.
That's pretty confident.
Like a 50-50. I am the cockroach friend. Everyone knows one cockroach. You're like, how is that dude still alive? And he's just kicking and usually does. He's alive the longest.
Yeah.
And usually it's because he's the grouchiest is what we figured out.
Well, I mean, you're not that grouchy all the time.
Well, I'm happy right now, but more people come around.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. After 5 people get around, and that's too many. It's too many things.
You have a limit.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a really good chance someone missed my autism along the way.
Well, you caught it.
Yeah. It came back. It's a boomerang. It came back.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. There it is. All right, cool. What's that little thing in the middle now that you've successfully distracted us? What is that little guy doing?
It's a little jacked rabbit.
Why? What is this side by side? See? Exactly the same. Check it out. What was this picture used for? I gotta know.
Like, you gotta click on it.
What is the link?
Click on that link. It's for 40% off weights.
What? I mean, it has to be like a satirical like workout ad or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's
now it's for Spark Fitness.
Okay. That's funny.
Oh, okay. I have something, Blake. If we're getting into weird shit, let's get into some weird shit.
Yeah, let's go.
Everything that we're about to cannot be played on the TV, but we can talk about it.
My computer just froze, so I got to reboot it.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When it comes back, we're gonna need you to go to Instagram and look at life.stopping.crashes.
Wait, are these like people dying?
Some of them.
Jimmy Nelson has shown me some like.
Oh yeah, I think
so-
Jimmy and I have talked about this.
So he's shown me like several accounts that are like paramedic accounts, and they're ones that like every single video has that thing that's like, are you sure you want to see this? And like 100% of them,
They all need it.
They're all people. It's all like CCTV cameras or like some sort of like footage from inside a factory of like someone
Oh yeah.
being absolutely unalived.
Oh yeah,
in a grotesque fashion.
My favorite is the guy in the small car being a jackass to the 18-wheeler, and then something happens where the small car fucks up and then just gets munched by the 18-wheeler.
Ooh.
Those are my favorite because I love immediate comeuppance.
Oh yeah.
I'm a bitch for
the karma ones.
Yeah, those are so fun. They also have one that's it's a whole compilation of just near deaths.
Yeah.
And those are even more fun.
Whoa.
There was the first one you see is almost like a gas or air tank or something, and the head got knocked off and it shot off like a missile.
Oh, like these rando ones, yeah.
Yeah, and
how the fuck did this happen?
It came through like a concrete stairwell and went right by this dude's head.
Fuck.
And he's just like, he's just standing there, and he's standing there for like
spooky,
a second,
How
and he goes back
spooky.
to fucking going making
That
concrete.
is spookified. What is this? We're going to Instagram.com.
Yeah, and the what makes me laugh about this page more than the car crashes or anything like that is the way they get around it. In the description by it, it's always like, get a brand new 2024 BMW Audi
Oh
i8.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I've noticed that. Like some really like terrible stuff on.
Oh, this is a fun just a fun video. This is just an old lady that's flipping everyone off driving by. I found this today.
This happened to me and Katie today, literally.
There was
just an old guy driving by and he flicked Katie off, and Katie was like mad about it. She was like, "Why would that guy do that?" I'd be like, "Hon, I don't know. People are fucking crazy."
You never do that?
Yeah.
If I'm just bored in traffic, I'll create a villain.
Dude, I've made faces at people that are like fucking weird. Like just I know like just weird, just like just getting all up in with my window down as I'm passing, and then I'll hit a red light and they'll like come back by me and I'll be like,
I'm sorry. A lot of people have guns now. I shouldn't have done that.
never mind.
My favorite is like sometimes you'll see cars with just the child in the backseat windows rolled down.
Yeah.
Because the mom just was like, fine, you can have the window down, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I'll just like, I'll try and get close and just like fucking like high five the kid or something.
Yeah.
Like just in traffic if we're going slow enough, or
like
if
punch.
he's not paying attention, just hit the car door.
Yeah.
Well, that one's I've done that once and I didn't want to do it again because she stopped. She stopped and I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
You did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
you
trying to
tried to assault her child.
I
I
know.
don't get it.
I was just trying to scare him. Like, why were you trying to scare him?
She
I'm
was
like,
so mean. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Long Island memes.
Yeah, my computer crashed again. I'm having shit tons of technical difficulties.
What's going
today.
on? What's going on with your computer? Do you need a new one?
No, I need to undownload some shit.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Some bad porn.
Oh yeah.
We,
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you of the variety that downloads porn?
Yeah,
Yeah, why don't you just watch it and then just let it be?
I like to keep it forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you
Do you have a favorite one? I'm afraid to ask. Do you have a favorite porn
do
star,
you
buddy?
so you re-download and delete them between podcasts?
Yeah,
Or you just forgot to before today.
yeah.
Unprofessional bullshit.
Yeah. I don't want your outside world coming into the studio, Blake. I need you to keep that at the door.
No,
okay?
I downloaded a software for the switcher on the computer, so it's been
Just
acting.
huge, yeah.
Giant
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been fucking it up.
crash.
Well, now I can't even show Cheyenne people dying.
Murphy, what was it? I can just look on my phone.
Oh yeah. Life.stopping.
Onlyfans.com.
Yeah, life.stopping.crashes.
I'm gonna watch like 2, and then I'm gonna.
It'll really ruin your algorithm fast, especially if you follow them, which I
Yeah.
do.
Life.
That and Nature is Metal. Nature is Metal is a fun one, but it's not as bad because it's nature. You just see like a half of a fucking antelope walking down the Sahara.
Life.stopping.
Crashes, I think. Let me see.
Are you sure they're not underscores? Oh, I spelled stopping wrong. Oh, here we go.
Number one page for life stopping crashes. Do not follow if you're 18. And then every single, like, I clicked on just randomly the fifth one. The Higgs boson is a fundamental particle associated with the Higgs field, an invisible energy field that permeates the universe, discovered in 2012 at the
Yikes.
Large Hadron. I mean, like, they just
Yeah,
go to
yeah,
Wikipedia
yeah.
pages and find a thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Why
whatever.
I wonder why they do that. Yeah.
I think what people have figured out is the first thing Instagram looks at is the bio, and 9 times out of 10, if the bio clears, they'll just pass it.
Like the bio in the account that's
Or,
posted.
the caption.
caption, yeah.
Excuse me. The caption of the post.
Yeah.
And that's how because it's real people for the most part.
Okay.
Well, no, it's YouTube that's real people. Instagram is a bot, and if the caption will go, it'll go, and then some. It's almost like TSA pre-check when they're not being racist, but they're just doing random things.
Yeah.
They'll just look in on things, and if they watch the video and deem that bad, then they take the whole thing down.
Okay.
And then they'll go through the whole page.
Huh.
So
okay.
like,
And then that's when they'll like ban a page.
That's when they'll ban a page, and they'll just start life.stopping.crashes 01.
Oh.
And then I'll find that. Did you ever have those apps on your phone or computer that would give you all the streaming movies?
Like the, not like
Movie Box or 123 Movies had an app for a second.
Yeah. I knew of this, but I don't think I ever had any.
I've watched so many movies accidentally in Russian or with English captioning just because it was out early.
Like an American movie in Russian? Okay.
Yeah, or just someone's phone that they shot at the movie theater.
Yeah, it's like a straight up movie.
Yeah, but I wanted to see Deadpool then. That's what I did in the back of the classroom usually. I was just it was something weird that I did, but I grew out my hair like a little Dutch girl. Like I had a bob just to cover my ears so I could have Bluetooth headphones in at all times so no one knew.
That's funny. Wait, you really did that? That was like you had a bob hair.
It wasn't like a bob, but it looked like a bob.
Did people make fun of your hair?
Oh, people made fun of me at Constant End, but I was fat, so they never made it to the hair.
But
yeah.
So, okay,
they had enough tit to make fun of before they could even think about getting there.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess you got by with the hair. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, now everyone's just gone to the hair and the shitty hairline.
Oh.
And people are really starting to call out that I wear only hats in all of my dating app profiles, so I need to just have one of a professionally done hair day. Just to throw that in there and then never do it again.
Just let them know that you exist.
Yeah. You've got very nice hair. I've never been a hair person. Like, if I've got to do an ounce of effort to get my hair nice, I'll just put on a hat.
I mean, yeah, I like to wear hats too, but
I think the only thing I ever did once was just have a buzz cut just to get rid of I could just get out of bed in the morning and go to school.
That was easy, yeah. I've had that. I've had my hair like buzz like that before.
I don't think I have enough hair anymore to even do that, which sucks.
Yeah.
That's my whole life. I've been telling myself you're gonna go bald and you're gonna go bald early, so just get used to it. And then I thought I was, and then fucking Dallas Hyenas lights in their bathroom specifically was the first place that I saw my head shine through my hair
because the light's so bright in there.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Here's the start of the end, and then
you keep wearing hats.
Yeah,
I don't think that helps though.
No, it's a real catch-22. But once it starts, it's just done.
Yeah,
and I've always had it's bad up here to the point where this mole you could never see.
Yeah.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
And now it's just fucking. I'm just really waiting on a beard to come in at this point. Oh god.
Yeah, just go the other way with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to really turn into Mr. Clean or something. I'm gonna even go into the hoe hoop earrings. Just
reinvent your entire existence.
Yeah. Get jacked.
Yeah.
All right.
Get insanely jacked.
Okay.
Become like a cue ball type guy.
Yeah.
Don't
just get really typecasted.
Yeah, don't go out in the sun. Get really pasty, but be huge.
And then get in that movie you were talking about earlier that was definitely white power.
Oh, wait, no, not that one. No, I was thinking maybe you could do get close to some radiation, become like a Mr. Manhattan type thing.
That would be sick. I do love The Watchmen.
That guy rules.
He
hangs dong in that movie too.
He really does. They just gave him huge dick for no reason. They didn't have to.
Maybe that was the actor who plays him.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Jennifer Lawrence didn't have.
That's not Jennifer Lawrence.
That's not Jennifer Lawrence?
No, it is Jennifer Lawrence, but I thought you were saying that was Mr. Manhattan. I was like,
oh, no, I was just meant Mystique from X-Men. Because she was technically naked the whole time.
Yeah, was she?
I don't know, but it was...
Body, what's it called?
It was close enough when I was a kid. It was hot enough.
Yeah, dude.
It's still crazy to me that got... she had to be wearing something. She had to be wearing a suit, now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I don't know why I was stupid enough to think that she was just free and clear, running through open fields on an acting set, just no bra, just completely naked.
She was naked in that one movie, that one comedy movie she just did.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
No hard feelings.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I do love a good fucking skin flick.
Yeah.
They stopped doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
Google one. You can't find porn, though.
I mean, we can just not pull it up. Well, no. Blake's computer's not working.
Yeah. Wait, what was it? We were about to get into jobs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's been one thing that I like talking about on here. What was maybe not even the worst job you had, but what is the work experience that stands out? Because it's usually restaurant experience at this point. Like mine is, I always talk about how my first day working at my first restaurant, I got hit on by a gay guy.
Okay.
Like after working in restaurants for a long time, thinking about that moment.
Wow.
Did not look that up.
There was just full-on penetration on the screen.
Really?
It was that he was like he was searching something, and it was just like
I looked up Jennifer Lawrence and No Hard Feelings.
And
yeah.
someone else's penetration came up? Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why your computer doesn't work anymore, Blake.
Yeah. Also, why did it like default? It was like, this is what you wanted, right? Like, no, I was just looking for who was in this movie.
That's why you don't use fucking Bing. Like,
Yeah. Who uses Bing? Except, wait, do you use only Bing?
I only use this computer for here, so
okay.
I don't really
it
give
is
a
one of
shit
those that
about
just
it.
defaults to
Yeah.
Bing.
It's like 100.
You know, Katie went to China for work, and you can't use like Google and stuff.
Oh,
there.
yeah, they
like,
have like WeChat
no,
and stuff like
they
that.
use Bing. Like use like Microsoft stuff. So that's like the only websites that work. Everything is firewalled there. It's crazy.
Really?
And I didn't think that would work. I was like, surely you'll be able to still like get on some stuff you want.
It can't be all like Big Brother that much.
Yeah, but I mean, then they did what they did with like Pornhub here, and I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? You can actually do this?
Well, I mean, even at that point, I wonder how much of it they're actually getting, or if there are just a bunch of nerds out there that are just keep on making new porn sites that they haven't blocked yet.
No, yeah,
Because like X videos still work here.
yeah, everything still works. Well, with the exception of literally like the big
one.
ones.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of which one.
Hub doesn't work, and then I
don't
figured out
think
X
YouPorn
Hamster.
works.
Oh,
YouPorn doesn't work.
YouPorn doesn't work because that was my backup.
Yeah.
And RedTube. Now that I think about it.
That one's also down.
Yeah. But you get X
RIP.
videos and X Hamster, and X Hamster has the worst fucking layout of all time.
Yeah, it really does.
It feels like when you go to like a funeral home's website, like it's dead, just like all the patients that come in. You're like, I can't even use it, and I need to put my fucking grandma down.
What are you searching when you're going to?
I can only learn so much about
porn. Death, dying, sex, big boobs. That's what you're saying.
It always comes back to big boobs. You gotta reset the palette.
Lady dying. Given your algorithm on fucking Instagram, you're like, hey, I just watch people dying all day long. It's weird captions, but anyway, my porn algorithms are weird too.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I really had to get Russian out of there. I watched one Russian video and then everything's in Russian.
Yeah.
I didn't even like
There's
that
a lot
one.
out there.
Yeah, I thought we were doing well, and they're fucking crushing it.
They're thriving, dude.
It's like going through the bottom of Netflix and then seeing all of the Bollywood movies you didn't know were there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
There's a whole nother industry that they have their biggest actors and stuff like that, just like we have them here, and they're just like,
yeah.
There's like just troves of movies that are like supposedly really good. I mean, I don't know. I've never
Right.
seen it.
Have you ever? I mean, kind of in the same idea. Have you ever seen or heard of the Guardians?
Not of the galaxy, right?
No. This is Russia made their own spin-off of the Avengers. Well, not spin-off. They made their version of the Avengers.
Nice.
And they called them the Guardians. Blake, did we get computer back?
Let's find that. If not, I'm going to my phone.
Yeah, type in the Guardians Russian.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when there's a full penetration image that pops up.
I did fall asleep like 90% through the movie. So okay, so that guy, he's basically Nightcrawler from X-Men. He just like dashes everywhere, but he's got two swords instead of one.
Okay.
Then there's a guy that turns into a werebear.
Wait, hold on. It says right there. The Guardians was met with strong negative critical reception in Russian media. It was considered to be one of the worst films ever made. It's very funny. They didn't even like it. They made it, and they're like, we're good too, right? And then everyone was just like, no, it's not the Avengers.
And then we took it in 2017 and dubbed it, and then we've been watching it ever since because it's just so bad.
The United States ironically watches it because we're like, oh my god, look how
they tried and they couldn't do it.
It's like watching that. What's that worst film ever?
The Room.
The Room.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like an art piece now, and has been assigned value because people are just like, I don't know how this movie was made so badly.
It was so funny too because I was watching. I was reading all the captioning underneath because I watched the Russian version
of The Room.
Yeah, well, no, yeah.
Oh.
Just to even
of this movie.
Of
Okay.
this movie, and
gotcha.
I watched the Russian version of this with the English dub, and they said Annihilate probably 95 times. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if it just didn't translate correctly,
Yeah.
or if that's just the whole Russian language.
Yeah.
It's just everything is Annihilate.
Yeah.
Annihilate and Comrades and Enemy. Like, there's no just like
I mean-
person on the other side is like, that is the enemy. Like,
Yeah,
they're an angry people.
Yeah. Enemy, comrades, annihilate. Those are the only 3 words that.
Really stood out
yeah.
through the whole thing.
That's
Yeah.
damn good script writing. Damn good.
Yeah. Why use other words?
Yeah, there's their version of the Hulk is a guy that turns into a werebear.
I saw the picture. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's a werebear.
Yeah,
Wait,
27.
see if we can get images of these. Wait, click on that one. Why is?
Oh yeah, that's the actual movie. That's their CGI from the movie.
Oh, cool. I mean, that
That's-
looks pretty cool. It's like a giant bear.
It just
dude.
it moved terribly. Like if it was a still shot, it looked great.
Who played the bear? It's gonna be some Russian actor we don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be all of them. They're all pretty Russian and unknown. Oh, that
here
lady
we go.
controls water. He controls rocks. He is Nightcrawler, and then that guy's a bear.
Wait, hold on.
A cyborg bear. That's I feel like.
I liked your rundown of this. Yeah. He controls water. He controls rocks. That one's just Nightcrawler from a different film, and then,
And then that one's autistic.
yeah, and that bear is.
Yeah, they didn't even make him a full bear. They really wanted to make him ripped and then just have a bear head for no reason.
Can he take the bear head off, or is that just him?
No. Oh, yes, he does turn into a regular person.
So he's like a Bruce Banner type thing.
Yes, yeah, he
Okay,
turns.
Yeah. That guy looks like a combination of Nightcrawler and Bucky.
Holy shit, I forgot how bad the villain was. Blake, pull up a picture of the villain from this movie. I can't. That's him.
Is that him?
Yeah, but you see if you can find a better one. No.
No,
What?
that's a British actor.
Go up top and just type in villain. He looked fucking ridiculous. Like he was wearing a muscle suit and it didn't fit. So like there were parts that just like bunched up on
The
him.
second one, yeah. Oh wow, it was that bad. Well,
Yeah,
I
and,
mean,
like,
honestly, the bear guy looks pretty.
he looks
fair.
pretty sick in comparison to this guy.
Well, I mean, he might just crawl because he's just.
Oh, okay. So you can kind of tell a little better now. Like with his veiny arms and everything. Like,
Yeah.
look at his forearm right there. It's just
Yeah,
collapsing
just
in on
folding.
itself.
Yeah, it's like clearly plastic.
Yeah. And it's not even a cut. Like
It
it's
doesn't even
just
look
gray.
like it's 2017.
Oh, that was what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Eventually, he absorbed. Like, I don't think he has any superpowers. I think he's basically Bane. He's just got like some neurotoxin in his
Looks
blood.
like Bane is melting.
Yeah, he looks like a veiny dick.
Yeah.
He looks like he started off super fat with diabetes, and this is his fucking plot story.
Are those condoms on his suspenders?
It looks like one of those impulse buys hanging off the side of like looking by paper
Yeah.
plates, and you're like,
Oh,
oh, you want sporks? You're like,
Yeah,
I guess I could use
I
sporks.
need a bunch of sporks.
I could use a condom off of this villain that's
Yeah.
fighting me.
Yeah. When he kills you, he fucks you.
Yeah, and she's almost basically a perfect ripoff of Jessica Alba from the Fantastic Four, but blonde.
Did they make many of these, or was one
Oh,
enough?
this was it.
This is
It said it bombed and they lost money. So
you don't say.
Blake, can you pull up a script for it? Is that a thing? If this has a
it's
script,
probably
I'd be
in
surprised.
Russian.
We'll just do script and then let's put it through Google Translate or something.
That's what we should do. We should take movies from foreign countries and just flip them.
Yeah, spend the rest of the time doing this. So can't help but notice you're still binging stuff. You've not moved to Google. You've stayed on Bing.
He's set in his ways.
Yeah.
Why does this page not have color?
I don't know.
This is so depressing.
The Guardians.
Blake, is this why you're so sad? You go to read scripts and it looks like this?
Yeah.
There's no color whatsoever.
Is this script only 19 pages?
It is.
What the fuck is happening? This movie should be. This movie is supposed to be 40 minutes long.
Even do it in the right script writing format.
No.
They just wrote it down. Like this looks like a shopping list.
This is a stream of consciousness from the director.
Oh yeah, and the villain is always trying to get the strength of Super Coup. Like that was just
Forever Young.
delicious borscht. Like that's the one. Just oh god, the fucking lines you can pick out while scrolling like this.
You're a scientist. Forces formations, Mu, Serbia is one of the best. But this is like fragmented lines.
Yeah, it doesn't have any break off between who's
wrong.
speaking either.
Yeah. Who knows?
I wonder why this movie bombed.
This is it. This is the papers they gave the actors. Then
They used a porn script. That's why.
yeah. We can be good team. Why do we need help?
You are comrade, I am comrade.
Are
Enemy.
you going to kill us if we refuse? Death for us is not a problem. We've lived long enough. Death is better. This is very Russian, yeah. Instead of having to join opponent. Wait, let's see if I can
They're
find-
very straight to the point. I do like that about the Russian people.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a 90-minute
Troops
movie
have
done in
troops
19
have left
pages.
the main headquarters. Here it is. There's Russian. Oh, sorry, that wasn't a good accent before. Admit could not withstand the movement. This massive troop, which was headed for Moscow. The video shows that all vehicles were this. Like, what the fuck is this writing even? It's like sentence fragments. Too big to count. The question is how this mess can be stopped. Wow.
And it seems like they've like so many of these scripts just seem like they've taken Mad Libs and put in their character names.
Yeah.
Like this just seems like really shitty superhero writing from 2006. I've brought you.
Yeah, I fulfill my part.
Yeah.
I brought you guardians to you. You assured me all of this would not get out of control. Time for you to meet yours of our agreement.
Oh yeah, and one of the main
There?
guys' name is Lur.
There? How are you? Well,
When I fainted. How are you? When I fainted.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm sure he's like writing it, and then he's like, "All right, stop, action sequence." But he doesn't write the action sequence in
there
there.
are no action
Yeah.
sequences.
Go to the very last page. That's what I want to
what's
see.
the last
What's the
line?
resolve?
Comrade. Who sent you? Arun. How did Arun get into this? Is Arun a sleeper cell? I'm kidding.
They found another Guardian. Wow. Oh yeah, so they played it out to have made a second movie. Like they're gonna option this.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like well, one of the last things they says, we found another Guardian who sent you a room. They're like, oh, they found a fifth one, and then just tanked so hard. They're like,
The threat is still unfinished.
we've.
What
Blake,
if we need you again? It
Blake.
will not happen. Yeah, they're trying to shut the movie down. What if we need? What if we need you again? It will not happen.
Blake, let's
and
write.
then they disregard. I guess I'll see you again. Hey, one more thing. We found another Guardian. Who sent you? That doesn't even make sense. This script sucks.
Blake, we need to write part 2.
Yeah.
One script just dropped out.
Yeah, I think
a
I
door
got-
shuts so a window can open.
got
We
the
have to
gist.
write
I
Guardians
think I got the
2.
gist of this one.
Write a sequel to our own shitty movie.
No, fuck that movie. Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Guardians 2 Electric
That's the
Boogaloo.
ticket, dude. Do sequels to failed films. Make them better. Ignore any body of work that you already have going. And just mooch up other people.
I mean, I think that's how you do it. Everyone talks about how almost always the first one is never better than the sequel. Then it's almost like you brought up The Room. We just become the movie that's, well, this one is the better sequel over the
Yeah.
first one.
We did better. We did it better.
It's like getting a Guinness World Record.
Yeah.
I got it. It's in there.
I did it. Oh, man. What other good Russian films are there? So these are just like straight, like, because like this is like released by Russian media.
Basically, yeah.
Go to the original like Wikipedia page of this, or you're gonna look up free Russian films. Russian movies free, yes. Go to like the director, see what other shit he's done. It's like a fucking oligarch. Let's see here. He's a film director, film producer, screenwriter.
It's also hilarious that they tried to do a one villain becomes a tyrant, considering that's not what Russia's going through right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to fail.
Wow. Okay. What's this?
This is.
It's a Russian comedy film. This guy's got range. Wow. Just like a National Lampoon's movie. Also, there's 1,000 American movies that have that exact
I was gonna
same
say this looks
fucking
exactly
cover.
like Field Trip or what was it?
Road Trip.
No. Oh damn it! Field Pass, Hall Pass. This looks like the same movie flyer for Hall Pass with Jason Sudeikis. That's. I almost don't want to know the rest of that, just in
They
case.
made a second one too.
Oh, they did?
We got to know what happens in the second one.
The first one was so good.
They even have a Wikipedia page for it.
Oh, boy.
I've never even seen something not have anything for the page.
Goodbye, America. Wait, go back. Wait, this is a film.
I know that guy.
Yeah, he
That's
made an
Adrian Brody.
He made an American film.
Oh, he did he? That's allowed? Oh.
We let him?
Huh. Yeah, it's produced by a shit ton of Russian people.
Keep going.
Well, look at like some siblings of his, too.
Where is like the grading on it?
Yeah, it was shot in Luxembourg, U.S., and Canada. Weird.
Approval rating of 13.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
That's why it never happened again
Yeah,
after that.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 3 out of 10. Go back to the other, like the one before this one, and then scroll up.
I also want to know what all these yeses and nos. Oh, okay.
They're
well,
like whether or not he was like a director,
writer,
or whatever.
screenplay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, go to someone else on that same Russian film. Like, go back one more. And then, none of them are hyperlinked.
No.
None of
Okay,
these
well,
people. Well, yeah, who is this guy?
I don't even know where to start with that name. Vyacheslav.
Vyacheslav.
Razbegov? This feels like
Vyacheslav Razbegov.
I dated a girl who was part Filipino, and they made me sing a Filipino song for karaoke.
They made you?
Well, they made me sing karaoke. I'm like, I'm not trying to sing a real song in front of y'all, so I'm gonna sing a song in whatever the Filipino language is. They told me the name of it, but I couldn't even.
Tagalog.
How do you know that?
Because I was in the Navy.
Oh, fair enough. I forget that sometimes.
Good answer.
Yeah, got me. Yeah. That was the most brutal version of Ratio. Yeah, like I just got stopped in my own tracks.
Yeah.
Just one word too. Like I didn't have to
Navy.
elaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was trying to. I mean, singing what Nagawan? Is that what you said?
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Tagalog? Yeah.
With like
10,
L's?
like 10 gallon, but
Okay.
you're saying it faster.
Okay,
not
so
as,
I was singing in
Tagalog.
10 gallon. I was singing a 10-gallon hat.
No,
Doug Dimmadome. I was at their house, Doug Dimmadome, and was singing this song. And like, when they pop up, it's just like a normal karaoke thing where you get the words and it would pop up. I was like, I would look at them and like, can you give me a starting point? Like,
yeah.
Because the first 3 letters will be like NGK. You're like, what sound does that make? I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. It's hard to write English. Use the English letters to do like completely foreign languages.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't even think about it like that because it's
like for like
completely different structure.
Yeah, they don't have like the same alphabet or like the same letter structure or anything like that. It's not like, I mean, a lot of countries do, but even like Russia, they don't mean the same thing.
2 cast members named Thick and Thin. What the hell?
These are all just. Oh, wow.
I've seen an Italian film one time, and that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And now I feel like I need to go find all the really shitty Italian foreign films.
8 children.
Oh my god.
And he was born.
They have Mormons too?
In the Soviet Union, yeah.
Huh.
He just seems like a really.
He looks like their Rick Moranis.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like countries, especially like countries that don't really like play well with the United States, probably have their own versions of like their superstars and stuff. They're probably fucking lame as hell though.
And I've heard, we might have talked about it on the podcast, but with a lot of these companies, they don't have the copyright laws over there, so they just redo it too. Like technically, the Russians could have probably done the Avengers.
Yeah.
And just with their people.
Yeah. Because where we don't have. It's not like our copyright laws. You tell that to a Russian, they're like,
"Hey, that's ours." I'm like,
I don't fucking care.
Yeah, our president knows black belt jujitsu and rides around shirtless on a horse. Like, we can't really do anything. If he wants to do it, he does it.
Yeah, he usually does it.
Blake, where are we at on the time? I know we don't have the
We're a
clock
little
yet.
over an hour.
A little over an hour? Okay. So we did have to, because of audio space, like cap this off at about an hour 15
That's
today.
fine.
So if you will go ahead and plug up your social media, because I forgot to have you do that in the beginning.
Just, do you want me to spell it? Just everything is Shahyan, J. Shhyan.
I think, Blake, you still do the...
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's got a little
dude.
drop text.
Or just like put it in. I'm gonna make editing difficult. Put it right here. Could you put it?
Yeah.
But like
Slightly
so it's
skewed
no,
up
right here
into
at SHAHYAN and then the letter J. But Blake, what I want you to do, edit this part, is put it somewhere way different, just to fuck with me. Put it like over my eyes or
Upside
like
down.
like CGI me out. You can do that, right? And then, and put in like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
or
put
something.
non-Jahani.
Yeah. Do a big piece of triangular bread and call it non-Johnny.
There have been so many people that have come to me about, like, I saw the Cheyenne episode, non-Jahani. I was like, fucking.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, I was excited to watch Cheyenne on your episode. He's a funny guy. So first thing, you've got some flowers from a bunch of people.
No, that's nice.
And then all of them were like, non-Jahani, you fucking idiot. And I was like, I know.
That was so good. I loved it. I remember. I also remember Shree being very high in that episode.
We were. I met Tony Manza at Bennigan's once.
It's still funny. Oh man,
We need to get that duo back on. You and Shree back on for an episode.
we need to do a follow.
Yeah, once the renovation is done and we can go back to doing
Renos.
duos.
Yeah, dude. Well, we could do duos. You just put this one on the ground.
So-
may the records show there. We could have done a duo. Paxton chose not to. He put this. Actually, Shree's been down here the whole time. We just haven't turned his mic on.
Shree's coming on for a solo at the end of the month, and
Okay,
then originally, once we do the renovation, I think Blake said we can't do doubles for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we got to figure out something first.
Cameras. I gotta get another camera.
Are you are you guys gonna do like surgery to this room?
Yeah,
Like,
it's gonna look like a real podcast
Wow.
studio.
do you own this house?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's how I'm allowed to do it.
That's a given. Okay, I'm sorry for even asking.
No, it makes a lot of sense because I seem like the type of guy who like, you can't paint your renter's house?
Yeah.
It was a double check just in case you're just like, no, I rent. And I'd be like, do not do structural work to this house.
Now we're going to take out the doors and walls and things. Like, really open it up.
Yeah. He's like, why? I pay the rent.
Those are my favorite TikToks. You're like, why can't I do this? I pay you money. You're like, to live at my property. It's just one. Oh, man, that guy's funny.
You signed a lease. What?
Well, I took out a wall. I hope you like it.
I had to.
Uh,
That's it. No, I think I'm just. Well, I mean, this isn't going to be out by this Wednesday.
Yeah, I
I was
don't.
about to plug a show this Wednesday. Hey,
Well, tell 'em you're
go
doing
back
things-
in time. Figure out how to go back in time. Inception. That's not the right movie. Inception was the one where they go into dreams.
Oh, right.
Back
to the Future.
Yeah, we can do Back for the Future.
Drive really fucking fast, like Rashi Rice down the highway.
Yeah.
Figure it out. You know, he's from around here.
Yeah, he
Like
is.
that time he was hiding out, I was pretty sure like he was probably within 10 miles of me.
Yeah.
I was like just hoping to. I was driving out
Nothing
my car
came of
hoping
that,
to
did
find.
it? He just like issued a public apology and paid a boatload of money. I'm sure. to the city.
It's one of those things where next season or during this off season, it's going to be addressed. Like the same thing happened to Zeke, where when he was when he got the SA charge, when he got that charge, he played one more season, and then the season after they addressed it and banned him from 6 games.
Damn, that's weird.
I don't understand it, but
Yeah.
now Rashi Rice is just injured and not playing as well, so it really fucked me on both ends, especially my dynasty league. But follow me at pbailey_comedy and Dingbat District Pod on Instagram and TikTok. We post new episodes every Tuesday and clips every single day on the YouTube. Subscribe to that. We just got 200 subscribers today, so woo woo.
Nice, cool.
And it's been cool. We had a fan that just randomly clicked onto the podcast when Noah Shark was here, and then that night went to a shark comedy show.
Oh wow.
So we actually
Randomly.
have people in DFW that are watching the show. It's not
do
just
you,
random
do you ever
people.
look at where you guys are getting like do you have like a random listen in like Bangladesh or anything?
Yeah, China.
On your
sometimes.
episode,
Really?
Yeah.
on your episode, because I'm pretty sure because your names were the episode title.
Yeah.
I think it went pretty well over there, like 55%.
Wait, say where though? In Iran? There's no way.
It went in Bangladesh, like specifically.
Oh, fantastic. That's weird because I have no ties to Bangladesh, but okay.
Well, I was thinking it was Shri because his name was first too.
But he's Indian.
Okay, well then I'm
Is
just a racist.
Bengali?
Yeah. I'm just a
Bangladesh
racist.
isn't in India?
I didn't
You
know
were
I
in the
could-
Navy. I'm kidding. I don't know. Every once in a while, I'm just like, it's always interesting to me that like some people who have like podcasts of like varying like levels, they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I got like a random download in like Ireland. That was kind of cool. So I was curious if you guys have like
we've
looked
gotten
at those metrics. Or
I've gotten one from Canada, and at the time that was cool. Now it wouldn't be as cool if I found someone in Canada, but it was pretty early into the channel. And I was like,
Nice.
oh, fucking I'm Canadian. And then we had a Russian guy, and
Oh.
I subscribed to him because I don't know why I thought like this, but even on YouTube, I was like, oh, follow for follow.
Yeah.
And I subscribed to his channel, and it was a Russian channel about learning letters, like for little kids.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that'd be good for you to learn.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Russian movies now.
Yeah.
I'm quite
Yeah,
a fanatic.
You gotta. We all gotta watch Guardians.
Yeah, and you know
Or
it's
sex.
very
Competition.
simple word choice. Sex sex competition
Yeah.
too.
Well, the second one maybe is being tabled.
Yeah.
There's no wiki for it. So.
All right. Well, thank you for coming back to watch another episode. This has been the Dingbat District Podcast. Bye.